Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to Season 3 of Stranded Deep, Modded Edition. Okay guys, this first episode, we're going to try something a little bit different. As you can see right down here, we've got mod settings, mod version 2.0.3.1 H3 by positive 7. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the episode right here, and I'm going to show you guys how to install mods on Stranded Deep. So give me a second, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here we are, we're on my desktop now, and I'm in the modded folder. So where my downloads is, you can actually get this, just type in Stranded Deep mods, and it'll link you to Steam page, and it's a community page, so use your own discretion. The one that I got has no viruses or anything, so zoom in up the top so you guys can actually see what's going on here. And basically you're going to get two things when you download this mod. One is the backup, and this is just the assembly C#.dll. That'll reset everything back to normal if you don't like what you see. The other one is the mods folder, and it comes with data, managed, and resources. So basically what you're going to do is you go into the mod folder, you shift click, highlight L3, you copy those, and then you go to wherever your Steam is. So right in here you go to Steam, and then you go to Steam apps, and then common, and this is a list of all the games that you guys have. Okay, so let me go back over that again. Wherever your Steam folder is, mine's on the D drive, yours could be on the C or the G or anything like that, so find the Steam folder. You click on that and it brings up everything to do with Steam, and now you find Steam apps. So I'll zoom in on all this so you guys can actually see right there. And then out of the 5 or 6 folders that you guys have or may have in there, the one you're looking for is called common. You click on that, and then this is the list of all the games. So now you go through and you find out where Stranded Deep is, and you double click on that. Now you have 3 things here, and what you're looking for is the Stranded Deep x64 data. If you click on that, this is where those 3 folders are: the data, the managed, and the resources. And then you just right click and paste. Now I've already done that, so the ones that you have in here are actually going to be different from before. So you'll actually see there's like I think you can get a Scuba Tank, and there's a bunch of different stuff that you can get. So this actually replaces the files that are in here. It's just that easy. And then all you do is you load up your copy of Stranded Deep, and you're ready to go. So let's return back to the game. We'll take a look at what the mod actually does. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, now we're back on the main game screen. So everything remains exactly the same when it comes to this section here. The only difference is what you guys saw down here before at the very beginning of the episode, and it shows mod settings. So if we click on that, now you'll actually see here all the different things that you can actually do with this. So this little bar at the top here, this shows you the stack size. So you can go all the way down to 1, all the way up to 100. So you can keep 100 of each item in each slot of your inventory. So that's how I was doing it with the stack size being 32 before. So you can do 32, 64, anything that you want to do. So you can go all the way up to 100. And then you can actually mine rocks. So you can put in a pickaxe. You can put in, well, you have to turn on rock mining if you get the pickaxe, otherwise it'll be completely useless. The things that he actually took out, the motorboat is still in, gunblade, the buster sword, and there was something else. Oh, scuba tank. So now you can actually spend a lot longer. You can breathe underwater. It can be found in large containers. There's a spawn menu as well. So this spawns all the stuff that you could ever need. So, and I mean everything, every kind of everything. Tool tweaks, you can start tweaking your tools, the durability, the amount of damage that it takes, and all that kind of stuff as well. Sorry, my apologies guys, I just had to turn down that music, it's a damn loud. Okay, so the other thing is, no materials are going to be used from your inventory while building and crafting, so you can craft whatever the hell you want, whenever you want, and it won't cost you nothing. The other one is you won't need a hammer. So if you don't have a hammer in your hand, doesn't matter, you don't need it. You can just make whatever the hell you want. So this is kind of like your creative mode when you start adding these on. The quick save is you don't need a shelter or bed or anything like that to be able to save the game. The player heads up display, which is shows you the 4 stats: your health, your hunger, your thirst, and I don't know what the hell the 4th one was, but whatever. Where is that? What the hell is that last one? So your health, hunger, thirst. I don't know what that is. Sleep. That's it. There you go. What else have we got here? Well, they have the weather. That was on there before. A map. They used to have a mini map that was on there. You can do God mode, which is it allows you to fly. Actually, there's the warning there. Make sure you're close to the ground while before turning it off. Okay, well, that's great English. The other thing that I really like too is the shark settings. So normal sharks you can do, harmless sharks, and then they used to have like piranha mode where they would just like go ape shit on you. And then they had one, there was another level as well, which was like the insane mode kind of thing. The next thing that you can do is, these are all your hotkeys, so if you want to write those down or change them for any reason, because, you know, my recording is F10, so if I had one of these set to F10, I could change it off to whatever I want. The next thing is the terrain gen. So you can do terrain tweaking. You can change this to, let's see if they have, they don't have any presets yet. So now what you can do is you can set this to whatever you want, 600, 700, up to 1,000 palm trees, minimum of 6. So, you know, you can, I don't know, whatever you want. Large tree minimum, like 4, maximum 90, sure. 17, small tree, why not? There you go. See, tree minimums, stick minimum, rocks, yuccas, potatoes, scrap metal. So see, if you want things to be more abundant, because that was one of the bigger problems when you start getting to the point where I was in the end game of the last episode, you start running out of things, and you've checked every bloody island, and unless you have like 20 cans of air, going underwater to explore a boat, after I think it's like 4 puffs on that air container, you're done. You're out of air. So it's like I have 3 containers. I can check maybe, I don't know, 5 boats, and that's it. So those are a few of the different little things that you guys can actually do with this here. So we can definitely play around with this. The thing I really want to see is the motorboat. I've never used any of these things, so I don't know what's going to happen and what it's like. We will put quick God mode on just so that we have the ability to go into God mode. We can start playing around and doing some of the crazy shit that you guys want to see, and have unlimited resources. Now, one of the subs that I have had requested that we build a houseboat. That will be the first project that we're going to do, and that's going to be in the next episode. This first episode was more or less just kind of getting everything set up, showing you guys how to get into the mod, and how to actually install the mod for yourselves. So if you guys want to get into that, we can. The other thing I was thinking that we could also try to take a look at is we could create our own map. So if this is something that you guys are interested in, you let me know, and maybe there's a way that we can incorporate this into the series that we're doing, or after we do the creative modded series, we can get into maybe a couple of episodes of the map maker just to see how that actually works as well. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this first little episode. If you have any questions about how to install the mod, or if you have any problems with it, let me know. I'll try to help you out as best as I can. The only thing I can say, guys, is make sure you take a backup if you already have an existing world. Because if you don't, there's a very good possibility that something could go wrong, and then you'll end up losing everything. So that's my advice. Make sure you take a backup of the actual game save first, then install the mods and go right ahead. If you've got brand new, it doesn't matter. Or if you don't care if you lose the world, then go right ahead and install it. When I did it right in the middle of the series. I think I was on episode 10, so one of the last 5-6 episodes that I was doing, I ended up putting the mod in so that I could get the bigger stacks, so that when I went off my main island, I could go out and get 300 pieces of wood without having to make 40 trips back and forth. So that's the only thing I did with the mods in the last series, and it wasn't even this mod. This mod is a lot more in depth. The one I was using only tweaked the inventory stack, and it was a different setup where you had to only put in one file into somewhere in the Stranded Deep folder, and it was either you could do 16, 32, or 64. No more, no less, no other mods. I ended up finding this one here, which is a hell of a lot more in depth, and seems like it'd be a lot cooler. So I hope you guys are looking forward to this, and we'll start taking a peek at this probably tomorrow. So if you guys want to see more of this, you know what to do, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.